So you're thinking of buying in Easton Park, but you're looking for the best deal. Well, in today's video, we're exploring what I consider the best resale and best new construction deals currently for sale on the market. We're gonna explore both homes, talk about the pros and cons of the location, the price, the home itself, and yeah, just kind of give you a sense of what's out there. We're gonna get after it right now. Hey, Daniel here, your local Easton Park real estate expert. If you're thinking of making a move to the Easton Park area, be sure to subscribe to the channel so you can stay up to date on the latest real estate news. You know, I was a band director before I jumped into real estate. I was a percussion director. A lot of the skills I had that made me successful as a teacher apply very well in real estate. Honesty, effective communication, a good work ethic, and really just caring about other people's goals and helping them achieve those goals. That's still really important to me. So it doesn't matter if you're looking to move in 9 days or 90 days. You can give me a call, shoot me a text, send me an email, or schedule a Zoom call. Love to help you and your family find a great deal in the Easton Park neighborhood. All of that can be found in the description below. So the first house we're checking out is the resale deal of the month. This is a 2,964 square foot home, 5-bed, 4.5 bath, and it's currently listed at $560,000. But in context, this house has been on the market for 161 days as of recording, and they originally listed this at $735,000. So we're around 165,000 less than their original listing price about 6 months ago. It's a pace setter home. Really interesting layout. I think it's a really good steal. And pan around so you can see where we're at. We are actually on the corner of Skyline Park. And so this is Apogee, one of the main roads. You'll notice it's quite far away. So the roads on this side of Apogee, or the houses on this side of Apogee, are interesting because there's a long walkway to get to the house. And that's all the homes over here until you get further down. So it is nice because it kind of limits the amount of road noise as a very loud airplane goes overhead. And then right over there, you can see towards the cell tower, this is Skyline Park. So it's confusing. We're in the section of Easton Park called Skyline Park. That is actually Skyline Park, the park, which is a beautiful, I don't know, multiple acre park. When I lived in Skyline, I would run up there frequently with my dog. Really, really cool, huge playground area, beautiful views. It's the highest point in Easton Park. But yeah, let's check this one out. So like I said, this is a pace setter home. Something, you know, I kind of take for granted because I make so many of these videos, but as a reminder, or if you are unaware, tax rate in Easton Park is around 2.56 to 2.76, depending on which specific part of the neighborhood you're in. This home is 2.56, I think, and the HOA is $65 a month. We have this beautiful, large front patio space, and you're so far away from the road. I mean, joggers running by, you have trees kind of blocking there. You can sit out here and still have a pretty decent amount of privacy. Really beautiful stone exterior here. Yeah, it's always interesting with resale. It's like, what did they do with the house? I need to check when this one was built. I would guess around 2020. Look that up in a second. So very open area immediately when you walk in. You have your living room over here. And then large kitchen, very large dining area. Really cool light fixtures throughout the home that they've added here. Kitchen is awesome. So the kitchen has a ton of countertop space. You see, we go back here. This kind of counts as your pantry, but lots of cabinet space, 5-burner range built in. So you have extra space down there with the hood above. Really interesting, large turquoise subway tile look going all the way around. And then a massive, probably the largest sink I've ever seen. This is a huge single basin sink. And I like that it's looking out towards, you know, the rest of the house. Not a big fan of the cabinets, and they're not soft close. So I think they're actually fast close. It's a little startling. So I think adding some handles, adding some soft close hinges will definitely make a big impact here. But natural light coming into this butler's pantry, it's just really cool. Really different design. I'd probably paint them too. Like I said, not a big fan of the brown. I think if they looked white, or maybe, you know, different colors, maybe do a different color or keep brown on the island and then paint white elsewhere. You have options here, but I like the built-in oven, built-in microwave, built-in range, massive sink, tons of cabinet space. And the lights over the island are interesting, very different. This looks like LVP flooring. It says on the listing wood. I don't think this is real wood, but to be perfectly honest, I prefer LVP. So here is our first bedroom. I prefer LVP, by the way, just because it's more water resistant than wood and more scratch resistant. So if you have pets, and I see this wood in the primary bathroom, so that's what makes me think it's not real wood. It's probably LVP. So anyway, first bedroom, interesting lighting again here. No fan, which surprising they went with that. We have a small closet here, and then a second closet here. And then you have an ensuite with this one. So just the one sink, lots of natural light, and then a really nice walk-in shower with the bench. I was not expecting that. So very nice. This is great if you have, a lot of visitors or family staying with you. That's just right off the entrance. That's their spot, that's their bathroom, a couple closet spaces. They have their own privacy. Now going down this long hallway, we have our half bath right here. Fun wall. Looks like we need a bowl change here. And then interesting putting this panel around or just changing the mirror, right? That's not the builder grade mirror. To the left here. So this is a Jack and Jill situation with the bathroom. Here's the first of the two bedrooms connected. Again, interesting light fixture. I'm surprised they didn't put a fan in here. Really nice closet for this guest bedroom because it's going underneath the stairs, so you get that extra storage space as well. 8-foot doors throughout also, so not a big fan of this tile. That's pretty basic tile, it doesn't go to the ceiling. It's a small thing though. This is the only bathtub in the whole house. I like that they added this here. It fits perfectly between the two doors. It would actually be useful. It's the thing I don't like about Jack and Jill bathrooms is they're always super tight. So if there's more than one person trying to walk through, it's impossible. It's literally impossible. All right, second bedroom. We have a fan in this one. So interesting. Kind of a thing I like and dislike with resale. You want to see like the upgrades they do, but then you want to make sure it all kind of makes sense. This fan doesn't, I like that there's a fan, the utility side of my brain, the male side of my brain is like, good, fan, smart. But it doesn't fit with the style of like the goldish, yellowish other fixtures they put in here. So kind of weird. Again, not a deal breaker, just something if I bought this house, I would want to change to make it match. And then we kind of passed this, but maybe there's a ballet dancer here, I'm not sure, but we have a pretty large mirror with a bar attached to the wall. I think I'd raise that bar and use it as a pull-up bar, just to watch myself struggle in a mirror. All right, here is our, you can call it a mudroom. I would put definitely a coat hanger here, somewhere to put my shoes. And then we have a coat closet here. Here is our 2-car garage. I'd call it a 2.5. So it's kind of staggered, right? And it's nice that they have a car here so you can really see the amount of space you have. A decent amount of space. There's about 4 feet in front of the car there and then a couple feet back there. You have extra storage space over here also. And then they do come with an EV charger right there. So for an EV, if you have an EV, you can charge it. And then the Rainbird, that's gonna be any home in Easton Park has that irrigation system. And so you can see, because Pacesetter homes are courtyard homes, so we have this long shared driveway coming from Looksee Lane. That's the street you would actually come in from. And then you pass these other homes that have their own driveways. You have a lot of space here. So you can very comfortably fit 4 cars. That goes really deep right there. 4 cars out here and not be in the way of your neighbors trying to get in and out, on top of the 2-car spaces inside the garage. So pretty good garage space. I just noticed that little lights underneath the outlets here. It's cool. Here's our utility room. Very large, pretty basic. Again, not a big fan of the basic tile, but. And then this I don't know why Pacesetter added this room. Do with it as you will. It's incredibly tall, so I would probably put some sort of shelving up here. It's a great storage space. Maybe in the summer, put your winter gear in here and vice versa, all your luggage. It's just out of the way from everything. So it's just more storage space really. And then here's the primary. Lots of natural light coming in here. We'll get to the patio in a second. Carpeted. Really cool what they did with the mirror here. So they have this like wooden frame around the mirror. Just a little different. You're so used to seeing builder grade materials. It's nice to see a little different there. I'm never a fan of blinds in the bathroom. I would put some sort of frost laminate over it to maintain privacy, but you always want natural light, and you never want, I mean, I never want the bathroom to be dark, so. Really cool with the tile design here. I wish it went to the ceiling, but it's just a small thing. But okay size tub. I mean, for normal size people, I guess. I'm 6'1", I wouldn't be able to fit. It's deep, it's not very wide, or long, I should say. Very good sized shower though. It's a big shower with the bench included. The shower looks great. Toilet separated, and then carpeted closet, decent amount of space. I don't know if I'd keep that there. I mean, you can do what you want with that, but it kind of takes up some of the hanging room. But pretty good size, and you can see what I meant with the flooring, right? So this is probably LVP flooring if they're using it in lieu of tile. And then you have direct access to the back patio here, or side patio, I should say. So like I said, it's a Pacesetter home. Pacesetter and Newmark are the two builders that do this style of courtyard home where the patio is actually on the side of the house. So this one's nice because it has direct entrance to your primary bedroom and then direct access to the living room. And decent amount of privacy, because typically with these, the problem is you'll be looking right at your neighbor's patio because they're gonna be looking right at you. But the way this is swung, theirs is on the other side. Or actually it's right back there, so I guess it's not a Pacesetter we're next to. Regardless, it's nice. You have a decent amount of privacy back here. Looks like they've added some gravel, a couple stepping stones. This is front side gate. And then a guy working on their fence right now to clean it up. Just small backyard back there. Honestly, pretty good for a Pacesetter. It's one of my bigger beefs with Pacesetter is, go back this way, is the backyard space is usually pretty minimal. So with this one, it's pretty wide on the side of the house, like the lot size is pretty good. And when you get to the back, it still has a large amount of space back there too. So last spot in this house we haven't gone to yet is upstairs. Like I said, it's a 5-bedroom, 4.5 bath. 5th bedroom is up here. I have not seen this in a Pacesetter before, so this must be an old floor plan they no longer offer. You have this landing up here, pretty good sized landing with even more space over here. Some natural light, not a ton, but a little bit of natural light coming in. And then we get into this bedroom up here. Ceiling fan, great amount of natural light coming in here. Looking out to the front of the house, pretty typical closet. And then ensuite with another walk-in shower, natural light coming into the bathroom, and a little medicine cabinet too. So this is cool. I wasn't expecting the landing up here, so this would be great. Maybe if you have a teenage son who wants to be far away from you. Not only do they have their own bedroom away from everybody and their own bathroom, but kind of a hangout area too. Put a couch up here, put a TV there, and it's blocked enough that the sound up here isn't really going to go downstairs too much. So I like this floor plan. I'm surprised it's been on the market for so long. It may just be a pricing, right? It's just originally pricing at $735 may not have been the smartest idea in this market, but now it's at $560. I definitely think for this amount of space, being close to 3,000 square feet, having 5 bedrooms that are all pretty good sizes, you can't really beat $560,000 in Easton Park, and then the location too. So you have a good amount of privacy, which with the Pacesetter home's tough, and you're far enough away from the road. It's really quiet in here, and you're super close to Skyline Park. So it's just a really good spot. It's probably why, you know, the location they were thinking they could, it probably is worth, it's definitely worth more than $560,000. It's just the market's tough right now, so it's a great opportunity for a buyer, right? But yeah, that's the resale, in my opinion, deal of the month. Now we're gonna go check out the new construction deal. So I'll see you over there. So now we're at the new build deal of the month. This is a 2,412 square foot home, 4-bed, 3.5 bath, listed at $520,000. Original listing price was $549,000, so it's come down to $29,000 the 155 days it's been on market. But I will say for this floor plan, they just sold this exact same floor plan in the same part of the neighborhood at 605 or 609, low 600,000. So getting this at 520 and down the road, you have an exact comp that sold for 600, 605. That's definitely making this one of the best deals right now. I'll pan around so you can see where we're at. We're in Pilot Park, so close to McKinney Falls Parkway is right over there. And then Pilot Park is built on a hill. We're actually at the bottom of the hill here. So this is Stitzel Weller. And we see homes, open lots, they will be built. But then this green is going to stay a green space with Slaughter Lane planning to be built right down there. And then we have, I'll zoom in so you can see, but you have an entrance to the trail system. I run down there frequently. I live in Pilot Park. I live at the top of the hill. But trail system connects to the rest of all of Easton Park, which is over there in the distance. This floor plan is the same as the model home, which is really nice because the model home is staged, obviously. So if you did like this and you wanted to see what it would look like fully upgraded and staged, the model home's right there. It's just flipped the other way around. But looking at the siding here, looks like we have this large wide baseboard, really beautiful white cream with that gray garage door and the natural light coming in the garage door. I like the light fixtures out here too. It's very different from a lantern. Yeah, not much of a front patio space, so very different from the previous home in that regard, but lots of space for planting. Already put a tree up here. And then the stone exterior looks great. Something I like that Perry does is they do the rocks on the side too. Makes it a little bit easier to maintain. Beautiful 8-foot tall door with that glass pattern, letting in natural light while maintaining privacy. To the left is our utility room. So a very different design here already. Pretty small utility room. I do like they have the natural light coming in, which is rare, and that you have shelves built in too. And then throughout the home, we have 8-foot doors on the lower floor and tile flooring for this one. Perry's known for lots of very tall windows, so as soon as you walk in, it's just panels of windows going up to the ceiling. It looks great. We have a mudroom here, so unlike the last home, they already have dedicated, cubbies there, hooks there. And then they have some stuff in their garage, but you can see no lights on, just natural light coming in. We do have an EV charger back there somewhere, irrigation system, tankless water heater. A decent sized garage. I mean, there's not a ton of space between the wall and the garage door there, but it does jut out a little bit more there, so it's okay. I'd say about a foot either side of the garage door. I really like that natural light coming in though. And then half bath right off of the garage. Pretty typical, decent sized. And then so you can see the roof is already pretty high, but then it opens up when we get to this main area. So this is main living area, TV right here, seating right here. This is kind of stupid, this closet. I don't know why it's here. It's super skinny, not a lot of depth to it, but whatever, a little storage space. Looking at the kitchen, so this isn't 100% built yet, so it's not gonna stay that color wood on the side. They just need to finish painting it the blue that they have here. We can definitely negotiate getting a fridge included, but we have handles with this one. So that's a nice upgrade. These cabinets are also higher quality. It's a J-Craft custom cabinets. Not a soft close, but again, something you can add later. I like the under lighting for the cabinets here too. Here we have a corner pantry. I like how they do their shelves where the lower ones stick out more and then the higher ones push back more so you're not having to reach underneath the shelf to get stuff where you're mainly gonna be reaching most of the time. Went with kind of a gold finish for the handles here and then black finishes throughout the door handles, the faucet. Again, large single basin sink. I'm still convinced that previous home had a couple inches on this one. That sink looked massive to me. I don't know why, but pretty typical single basin sink. I like that. 5-burner range, 36-inch wide. Built in, so you have storage space underneath. And then I like that they've hidden the hood behind this trim, so it blends well with the rest of the kitchen. And then I like this textured backsplash too. So the white look, Very nice quality, definitely a higher quality, a countertop with the veins going through, you can see there. And then built-in oven, built-in microwave. So I definitely like this kitchen quite a bit. Definitely not as much space as the previous one, but it looks way better and it's higher quality materials. I like that they also went with a different brown here for the island. And I like this brown, just kind of a lighter brown. It looks a lot better than the previous one. So there's the kitchen. We'll go upstairs last. Here's the dining area. So there will be 3 more homes built over here. But again, just letting in more natural light. Looking at the backyard. Pretty good back patio space. The slab they have here. You can put a fan in there. It's all the homes are gonna be pre-wired for that. Like I said, we're gonna have rocks either side, so you only have to worry about this square for yard maintenance. You do have a gas out, which is great, and it's far enough away, so put a grill here, attach it, and you have plenty of space for seating out here. Obviously it's quite loud because they're building right now, but I anticipate this spot's gonna be pretty quiet. I live, like I said, further up and closer to that main road, McKinney Falls, and it can get a little loud, but we're far enough away with enough houses in between us and McKinney Falls that it should be pretty quiet out here. Another thing you consider, like I said, it's going up a hill, so building up a hill in Pilot Park. So depending on what side of the street you're on, you're either gonna have a backyard like this that looks at a wall, or you can see up there, their backyard's gonna be looking out towards the sky. I definitely prefer being on the side of the street that opens up the sky. For some people, it's not a big deal, clearly, and this I still think is a really good deal. I bet the home that sold for $600,000 has a backyard that opens up to the sky. So the good thing about this is it is good privacy regardless. Your neighbors behind you, they're so further up and still behind that large fence, they're never gonna be like looking over. So you're never going to see your back neighbors. It's just you lose a little bit of the open sky, especially if you're sitting back here, you don't have much open sky, and then this will be at the side of a house. So if that's important to you, there's definitely better lot options in Pilot Park. But I like that I planted a little tree here, and it's a decent sized yard for the space. We have a smart thermostat, and then coming into our primary bedroom, carpeted, ton of natural light. And again, you can leave this open with the amount of privacy. No one's gonna be able to see into the room, very easily at least. Really, really big room. Walking into the primary bath, looks fantastic. I love these huge tiles, again with the different veins going through them, different style. It's not just blanket white. And then kept the same brown cabinets that we had for the island, while maintaining the black fixtures throughout. Frameless shower. Here is closet number 1 with some extra storage underneath the stairs and built-in shelves. Separated sinks, walk-in shower, no bench, and it doesn't go floor to ceiling with the tile. I like the tile, I think it looks great. Here's your commode, and then second closet. So great, I think Perry does that with all their homes, is his and hers closets and separated sinks. So definitely primary bathroom is a win. Primary bedroom, very large, ton of natural light coming in. You need to add your own ceiling fan. Let's head upstairs. So incentives for Perry, I think they're offering something around $35,000. Honestly, with incentives, everything's negotiable. So I kind of don't pay attention that much when a sales rep says the incentive is this, because this house is going on the market for 155 days. They want this off their books. Clearly, they're lowering the price constantly. So whatever their incentive is, say it's $35,000 flex cash. You can use it to pay off closing costs or lower the rate. I would negotiate higher, right? I would probably just talk to the sales rep and go, hey, can we get 50,000? And they'll probably say yes. So something to be aware of. That's not set in stone. That's what they're offering. Therefore, that's what you're gonna get. You can look at the situation and go, hey, this house is not sold in over 6 months. I'll buy it, but you need to give me a little bit more in the incentives. So something to think about. I like how open this is. I like that we have one of those areas that you have no idea how to get to or what you would put up there or how you would put it up there. But it does let in more natural light and just a little bit more depth, right? So just a blank wall there is a little bit of something. This is also nice. I noticed I walked up here, but I was gonna make a joke that, yeah, it's a beautiful view of your neighbor's roof, but honestly, your neighbor has a 1-story house, so you're actually getting quite a bit more natural light coming through here than you would. You can see that house right behind it. If that was next to us, we'd just be looking into their windows, and they are looking into our windows. So this works well when you are in a 2-story next to a 1-story, just letting in more natural light and maintaining some privacy. Pretty good landing up here. It is gonna, like, it's very open to the living room, so if you are planning on putting like a TV in the upstairs loft, something to think about is the noise is going to bleed over there pretty easily. Here's the second bedroom, decent sized bedroom, it's not too bad. And they do have an ensuite, bathtub in this one, and then behind the door is a small closet. I'm annoyed they put a silver faucet there. It's like just maintain the black look. Same here, it's kind of annoying they did that. And then walking over, this is a much bigger bedroom. So good sized bedroom here with similar closet space. Linen closet. Again, I like that the shelves down here stretch out all the way basically to the door, and then those are a little bit further back. Here's the shared bathroom. Again, stainless steel. I wish it wasn't silver. It's just annoying because we saw black throughout, and we're seeing it still, the handles up here. Another linen closet, so plenty of storage space for your linens. And then a pretty good sized room. This is actually my favorite room as far as design wise. So we have larger closet space, and then this amount of natural light. I might use this if I lived here as like my primary office. Decent view from up here, right? Not quite sure what it'll look like when there's homes built right there, but lots of natural light coming in. And yeah, just a little bit different. So there you have it. That is the best resale and new construction deals in Easton Park. As of recording this video. I typically record these videos the first week of each month, and then I upload the best deal video the second week of each month. So these homes have been on market for half a year. I'm sure they'll probably still be on market, you know, the week after I've recorded this from today, when you see it on YouTube. But if you are thinking of buying in Easton Park, remember you can give me a call, shoot me a text, send me an email, or schedule a Zoom call. I've lived here since 2021. I used to live in Skyline Park where we actually filmed that first house. Now I live in Pilot Park, randomly, where we're filming this house. I have a great relationship with all the sales reps. I know this area extremely well. I know which comps to look at to make sure you're not overpaying for anything, what incentives you should be asking for to get the best deals, regardless if you go the to-be-built route or the inventory route. And yeah, just helping people kind of figure out what spot of Easton Park works for their lifestyle and future plans for the neighborhood. What's going to be built east of Prospect Park? What's going to be built south of Pilot Park? When is the new HEB opening up down the road? All those things that matter when you are buying a house and you plan to live here for the next 5 to 7 to 10 to 20 years. So if you are thinking of making the move here, please reach out. All my contact info is in the description below. Doesn't matter if you're looking to move in 9 days or 90 days. I literally have people I'm helping that are moving in a year from now, but they want someone local that they can trust to keep an eye out and let them know if there's a deal or a lot that opens that works for their timeline. So anyway, hope this video was helpful, and I hope to see you guys around town.